This is such a difficult topic for me because I guess I've always felt kind of different from everyone else, but also because a lot of people just don't get it. All I have to do is say the words, I am colorblind. What did you just say? I said I am colorblind. You can't see colors. No, not at all. I actually can see colors, but black and white. Can you believe that? He sees in black and white. You know what? It's the aliens. It's the aliens and the gluten. So in this video, I'm gonna try my best to explain to you what is it like to see the world as a colorblind person. To start off, colorblindness is actually a genetic disease, so as you can imagine, there's a lot of people in my family who also suffer from colorblindness. I can think of 2 of my cousins, 1 uncle. In my family, for example, only men suffer from colorblindness because it is very rare. It's quite difficult to find women who are colorblind. Very briefly, this happens because colorblindness is connected to the chromosome X. Men have got a chromosome X and a chromosome Y, while women have got X and another X. So long story short, if this affects the X chromosome, if you're a man and you have it, you're definitely gonna suffer from the disease. If you're a woman, because you have 2 X's instead of only 1, you can carry the disease and not actually suffer from it, which means you can pass it to your children, but you can't have it. The only way for women to actually be colorblind is if both of the X chromosomes have a colorblindness gene, which is very rare and very difficult to happen, as you can imagine. When I say red and green colorblindness, it doesn't mean that I only mix up red and green. Actually, it affects a lot of other different colors. If normal people are allowed to see 100% of the color spectrum, they can see all the colors that go from like blue to greens and reds and yellows and all the variations in between. I, as a red and green colorblind person, can only see 25%. That's what all my exams say. Which means there's a whole 75% of the world that I can experience. Browns and greens are very similar to me, because if you think about it, brown is just a variation of red. This also applies to colors like light green or light brown. I can't actually see the difference between the two. And then you also have pink. For red and green colorblind people, they often mix up gray and pink, and I can confirm that I can actually see the difference. For me, they're usually very similar. I can never tell when it's pink or when it's gray. And last but not least, purple. I've never actually seen purple. I know I'm incapable of perceiving purple like everyone else. I know it's a color, I know it exists in the world, but every time I see it, I either think it's blue. I've never actually experienced purple like everyone else. This is basically what the world is like to me. People usually explain to me that it's just a very faded version of what everyone else sees. If you can't see the differences in this picture, chances are that you are probably colorblind, so I would recommend you to take one of the tests. And when people find out that I'm colorblind, here's some of the questions that I get asked a lot. What color is this? Can you see in the dark? What color is my scarf? If you're red and green colorblind, then how do you see Christmas? What about this one? What color is this? Is that why you only wear black? Or is it like an internal thing like me? What color is this? Was Batman colorblind? What about this? What color is this? Are you Batman? If you're colorblind, then why can you see white? Oh my god, Karen, you can't just ask people why they can see white. Cut that. I suppose it is a little bit sad, the fact that I can't actually experience the world like everyone else, but if you think about it this way, if you've never tried chocolate before, you wouldn't know what you're missing out on, and it's kind of like that. And just FYI, peanut butter is actually green to me. I've made a whole video on it. Peanut butter is bright green. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and send it to all your friends who happen to be colorblind, or your dogs. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, I will see you very soon. I've got a very busy day ahead.